Good morning, Francisco Awad. Welcome to my interview. We're here to talk about your when you were kidnapped. And tell me, how are you?
Fine. Taking a good quarantine, keeping positive, and doing some activities that entertain me. So, if you want, let's start.
Pretty glad that you are fine, Francisco. And tell me, how was it? How were you kidnapped? And how long ago?
For the people that don't know, 2 years ago it was Halloween, and I was 13 years old. We all went to ask for candies that night. It was the 31st of October, and I remember I went alone to a house to ask for candies. Uh, Suddenly, a car approached to me, and two guys went and took me with them in their car. In that moment, I was very scared because I didn't know who were they or what they wanted to do for me, and nobody saw nothing. I was alone.
Well, Francisco, that is very scary. I'm sorry to hear that. Where were you when this happened? Where do you had been kidnapped? Tell us more about it.
As I said, I was asking for candies in a house. It was a big house that was in the woods of the residential. So I was in front of the house when the car approached to me. In that moment, I felt very scared. Two guys went out of the car. They saw me. They took me to the car and they start riding the car.
Excuse me, if I can ask, how many times did you were kidnapped? How long did you stay captive? Uh, Tell us more about it, please.
The anxiety and the fear of that situation didn't let me count the time I was in the car, but it was very short, a very short time. I was like 10 minutes in that car until they stopped and they let me go. It was very strange.
And did they told your parents if they want money or something, or did they just did it because they were bad people? Uh, I didn't understand when you say you got kidnapped, but it were only 10 minutes. Why did they do that?
The It was a very short time, I can remember. I don't know why they let me go so early. At this day, I don't know what they really wanted for me. They didn't tell nothing to anybody. It was very suspicious because that car, it was a black van, and nobody had seen that car in that place before. So it was very suspicious what happened. And at this day, I don't know really why they decided to do that, and I really don't know why they let me go so quickly.
I'm really sorry to hear that, Francisco. Uh, well, I just wanted to say that we support you in anything that you want, but tell me, that this kidnap thing help you in some personal aspect to grow as a person, to be kinder? Tell me, how did this affect your life?
I think this made me a stronger person because past things like this in life is not easy. Sometimes we can think that getting kidnapped is one of our hardest fears that has every person, but this made me accept the reality, and this made me think that a thing like this can happen to every person in every moment at every place, and you will never know at the beginning why did that happen to you, or why is that thing happening in that moment, or what do they want from you, what did you did wrong. But this made me strong. This experience made me a stronger person. Now I am fearless.
Well, Francisco, I'm pretty glad hearing that you're okay, that you uh, grow as a person in the aspect of being braver. And thank you. That's all our time for today. Uh, Thank you for sharing your story with us, and thank you for doing this program with me, even if you are in quarantine. You're very comprehensive, and I'm glad that you came to my program today. Okay, well, be safe, and until the next time.